Hi everyone, I hope that was an interesting module. You have learned the very few first basics about building smart contracts, and the smart contract that you have built by now is functional. It's something that could be deployed to the mainnet and could serve a purpose. Now, to make sure that you understand all the concepts and to help you in case you got stuck somewhere, I'm going to walk you through the code and run the tests to make sure that you get everything. You haven't learned how to make tests yet, that's in a future module, but I'll show you how it works. So here I have the code samples from the code repository. You should have created a contract file very similar to this one. That would be somewhere inside the contracts folder. And this contract folder should be somewhere in the workspace blockchain folder. In this contract, you will have first a pragma that defines what is the version of the compiler that you want to use, that this has been tested with. By the time you see this video, this will probably have been upgraded, but it will work. That's also why you mention here the pragma, because things change quickly. So if you try to use the 0.6 compiler for code that has been done for the 0.5, it might break. So you tell this way the compiler when was this done, that everything worked. Then we have some NatSpec, some documentation that tells the future developers what this contract is about. It's nice to be nice to other developers, especially if that other developer is yourself in the future. If you don't write clean code with nice documentation, you will come back to this code in 3 months' time and you won't understand anything. So it's always useful. Put nice comments. In this case, this is a simple storage contract that just saves a number. Then we have a code block, which is the contract itself. You could have more than one contract in the same file, but it's good practice to have just one. It's denoted by the curly braces at the end and beginning, and is named simple storage. Inside this simple storage contract, we have one state variable. This is data that is persisted in the blockchain between transactions. Anything that is in any other area of the contract, for example inside a function, won't be persisted. It will be executed and then erased. But anything that stays here in a state variable is persisted within transactions, which means that it's in the blockchain forever. It uses that immutability, those immutability properties that we have been talking about. In this case, this contract has one persisted variable called store data, which is an unsigned integer of 256 bits and is marked as private. Now the next one is, now we have a function with some NatSpec as well, saying what the function is about. It sets the number to be saved in the state variable, takes a parameter named x, which is an unsigned integer of 256 bits, and that's the number to be saved. The function is denoted with a function keyword, is called set. It has these arguments, oops, I moved something, it has these arguments and is public, meaning that anyone can execute it. Doesn't matter if it's from outside the blockchain, from inside the blockchain, from this class or another class, this contract or another contract, doesn't matter. Anyone can call it, and what it does is sets the store data variable to the x value that we are passing. And then there is another function which retrieves the saved number. Doesn't take any parameters, is called get, is public, anyone can call it. Is view, means it doesn't change the state of the contract, it doesn't modify this variable, and returns an unsigned integer of 256 bits. And the only statement inside is that it returns to the outside the store data state variable. That's what the contract does. It's a simple contract with one state variable, one function to set it, one function to retrieve the state variable. And this is the contract. So in the next few modules, we're going to learn how to test this contract and to make sure that everything is right. But for now, this is the basis of it. Thanks for watching and good luck.